Okay, so anyway, this should all come through audio-wise just fine. But today I'll be posting my wrong deck, of how to build basically what I think is the ideal Gideon deck. I've been playing Gideon for a minute, as you can see, getting fairly close to master with him. He's the first character I even really played very much, besides Fang. And I've spent a lot of time using him. Probably, I would suppose at this point, well over, I'm gonna guess, maybe 150 matches in total, which is a lot. Let's see. We'll take a look, see what we got going on in terms of stats with him. I think I have 6.5 kills to every 4 deaths or 3.1 KDA, so not like the most insane shit, but pretty respectable statistics with him. 6 kills for a 3.10 KDA. Right now I have on Monolith a 68% win-loss with him, with 28 wins and 13 losses. So I do really well and very consistent with Gideon. I mean, obviously I've had some bad games with him. Everybody does. If you pick him against the wrong heroes, just like any other hero, he's not gonna do that well. I mean, personally, I think it's a good Bellica is gonna really give you a hard time with any other caster, honestly. And you know, that's just the way that is. She's a great counter pick to pretty much any caster, if you're good with her. Now, as far as Gideon goes, I like the Sorcerer's Ward, Shadow Scrolls out the wazoo. Only one of those with a major pin, and then basically I just rely on all the upgrade bonuses. As you can see, 6, this one gives you 12, 2, and then you have Necroveil giving you 2. Necroveil and Drink the Spirits are phenomenal for the build because they give you a really interesting passive. This one makes you invis upon kill. This one gives you 10 seconds of health that you recover from any kill on minions as well as players. The really phenomenal thing about Necroveil is the invis does not break upon attacking. So not only does it, in my opinion, give you the ability to obviously escape situations, 3 seconds where you can use your teleport or anything else without breaking the invis is phenomenal. Really lets you get out of sticky situations. But the main benefit to Necroveil, more than anything, is if you kill somebody with your ultimate, somebody escapes that ultimate and is low health, then you can actually continue to attack without being seen for 3 seconds. And so you can even, if you have a meteor ready or cooldown's good on that, then they're less likely to really be able to dodge. You can hit them with your R1, slow them, and then pop that meteor down and finish them off. And I don't see a lot of Gideons really take advantage of the R1 because that's really what it's all about. The R1's there to slow people down so that obviously you can more easily hit basics and help your teammates catch them, but really more than anything, it's about letting you more easily drop the meteor. And then that's basically that's really the basic point of that deck. And then, obviously Drink the Spirits just provides you greater sustainability, and I have a pretty straightforward choice on that. I build a little mana but some health. Health isn't generally that useful, but I think the extra 250 goes a little ways. I mean, that's gonna at least let you usually take a basic or two from most heroes before you die. So that can be the difference between living or dying. And generally, I do really well with Gideon. I in fact run, and obviously I start with burst engines. I in fact pretty much run the same deck on Countess without the burst engines. With her, I run I forget the mana card. What is it? The blue sword. But I basically run the same deck with her. Let's see, what are all of these? No one wants to jungle on this team. Interesting. There's 4 of them and they don't want to jungle. Okay. Anyway, I'll return to you with the rest of the video here shortly. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the build. Give it a shot and let me know when. Anyway, so the preceding thing, the clip where I'm talking about the deck, right? So the deck I use in this video is a slight variation of it. You can totally use the burst engines for early game damage. It really depends on your preference. I like having the Wellspring staff, I think, a little bit more because I found more often than not that having an extra mana is useful. Especially if I do a really good job of supporting the river bust this game because my team really pays attention to that. But not a lot of people seem to, even to this day, understand the value of the river bust. And personally, I think the most important river busts in the game are really going to be the black and the purple. But mid-game on, it really varies depending on the character. I think the purple is always beautiful design because if, you know, I mean, if for instance, a devil purple spawn, then essentially if you don't grab those, you're forced to, you know, drop wards with your wasteful, you know, in the middle of your lane just to get ready for any kind of longbow combo situation. Or vice versa, you're essentially just like relegated sitting back in your tower for about 45 seconds, wasting time while, you know, worrying about where they are. But this game, I control it very well, which helps me and allows me essentially to maintain a lot of mana. And part of that is because I've really bullied this gadget at the beginning. I mean, one of the good things about Gideon is he's probably the most efficient fighter out of all of the casters, and the better you deal with him, obviously, the more helpful it's going to be. Kind of what the strategy is with Gideon is obviously, I think you really want to pick up your circle before you even pick up your Cosmic Rift, because you're not going to be fighting anyone right off the bat. You're not going to be unless we really not. But really what you use is the R1 is not only to get you. The R1 allows you to set up for meteor and basics. The main, you know, the R1 slows them down, making them an easier target for your meteor. They're less likely to miss when they can't move as quickly, obviously. So, you know, it allows you to stack up. And it is a 4 ticks of damage over time. It's not that much, but I think like in it's a 200 tick, or 200 damage over 4 ticks, which is like, in 3 seconds you'll do that. So between that, you know, in the meteor, you got 800 and something in the end, and then you'll obviously get the ultimate at that point where you can usually finish off just about anybody in a 1v1. But you'll notice how I keep continuing throughout the match is the job where I get the first kill on the gadget. I really spend a lot of time just holding forward. That's because she ignores the strength of the red buff, that's really what that came down to. Now, I'm going to try a variation on this where you could potentially, if you wanted to, sub out one of the Shadow Scrolls for a Hydro Burster and drop the mana regen on the Hydro Burster just to, you know, help maintain the strength of the Hydro Burster throughout a sustained fight. But Hydro Burster would allow you to really potentially start out at around a 675 point meteor. You know, and obviously that would progressively decrease, but it would also start your basic at around 150 damage. So if you're responsible and conservative with your mana consumption during the late game team fight, it's going to really allow you to be a serious threat. See what I do right here, I line her up, I use that, still thinks you can defend the tower from my minions. And this is a huge mistake. A lot of people make this mistake. I make this mistake too occasionally. But especially with Gideon, like if you're that hurt, just leave the tower. Gadget is the same. You're going to die. Any caster is going to kill you there. It's pretty easy. Gideon is easier to kill you there than Gadget. And that's really, because Gadget, you know, you can kind of miss the bot drone. And it has to click on them, but you still, I think Gadget can kill you there like but really, with Gideon, you want to establish your presence in that very first couple of minutes of the game and make them nervous about continuing the pressure. You know, so you can establish for them that you're the better fighter of the two people in that lane, then you're going to continue to bully them out of that lane. And you'll notice that I'm making a couple of like weird decisions here, but the main purpose is mid lane as well. This is one of the things I like about it is while you're freed up, you're really the main rotator. Obviously, some will really put up for these on the left.
But as Gideon, you're really a team assassin. You come in, you help take out somebody that's really dead, and you come through, you see I come through here. I notice people fighting in this lane. I see that if I make my way over there, I'm going to probably be able to use my ultimate to help secure a kill. You know, and again, we actually secured a kill, and so we trade out on that, 2 for 1. Really not a bad deal. And basically, I kept just getting. Here's where I make the mistake. I feel use my own one at a time, which I should have to afterwards. Just supposed to keep basis on her, let her know that I'm back and that she can't really push out. And really, I just basically continue to maintain my lane. Farming periodically. Nothing else really interesting happens in this gameplay for a while, so I kind of. The first few minutes of the game are all really about getting your first 6 hard points, which would be about like 8 minutes into the game. If you're hitting armor and you're hitting at least 95% of your life, you're gonna miss some of them. That shit happens. But really controlling your black and red buff is going to help you to kill and prevent the enemy team from first with black buff obviously is going to do significantly more damage to you. Here is where you can take my first step. I overstayed my welcome order here. You really want to take your tower first, if at all possible. Because also, if you take your tower first, it frees you up even more. You're able to, you know, come and help ease pressure on enemy team and let the enemy team know that your team will come and you know, that's really a lot of how you make games in this. It's a lot of it's mind game, and it's really about letting people know that is going to apply pressure and so you can continue to like lay down that threat throughout the entire match. You can mid-lane caster, especially in conjunction with that. If your jungle is doing the same thing, then you're really going to establish yourself as to be messed with. You'll see here I continue to pick up assassinations. That's yet another, you know, that's really where Gideon shines. His main role is making sure you don't get out of it when you make a mistake. I personally would say though that if there's any character in the game you might not want to pick Gideon against, it's probably Rampage. Rampage is a pain in the ass for any caster. His 2-second stun right off the beginning of the game is a constant mess, and Rampage will power dive you. I mean, it's inevitably going to happen. And my worst matches with Gideon were almost exclusively against the Rampage, because early game Gideon doesn't have the damage while Rampage does. And Rampage, once he picks up his ultimate and his rock, is able to basically do whatever he wants on your tower. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Hit my power back, or 20 horsepower, which is, you know, where I'm at right now. So once you got like your first 2 cars on, you know, start to roll some damage out, then Gideon just gets his power bump and becomes a bigger threat on the field, because you're able to, you know, do significant amounts of damage. And honestly, casters get their power bump before any other characters in the game if you're good at launching. You're going to in the early game be a really big I'm basically I don't stay long enough to get it's really just about continuing to put small amounts of pressure on the counter, but it's not like significant amount of time. Unfortunately, you know, the field of that much stuff. I kind of just use that for sometimes you get get it right there, just in time to see Murdoch. If I had to come in here to kill Steel, probably would have been a good match if I failed. Why did I do that? The longer you maintain the tower, the longer you can use the tower as a weapon. And also, it obviously continues to basically keep their mid lane caster on the spot. Lots of first names in lane master, whether you be Countess or whether you're Gideon or House or whatever. A good character with the role is just gonna be basically next to the ADC, the biggest source of damage. Damage output. And primarily the towers when you're trying to initiate late game team fights to force people off of inhibitors to finally win the game. You can see here, we finally made more token on this guy. And I think by the end of this game, I finished him more than I think we did. So we just ended up getting to know is when to cancel your I'm aware of the amount of damage that we do. I'm aware of what our team was, so he gets rotated on and pinched in and punished. And that's really like what he does after is baiting enemies in two team fights that they really shouldn't be involved in. You'll notice basically the build, Necro Veil, Bring the Spirits, and Shadow Scrolls in here. I didn't realize for the longest time, as I said earlier, that I had the Sorcerer Sword now, which I substituted in for that. The Sorcerer Sword obviously allows you to continue to put ability pin on, but you could keep one of the take one of the ones off its altar. Go ahead and swap that in. Here on my tower, this tower essentially allowed me to make cards why you want to make sure you are as strong as possible. Because I basically this entire game, I think I killed her 3 times off of her tower. It allows you, with your team's ability to rotate, to continue to punish people that try to take their tower. And obviously that takes them off of the field. And every time, yeah, we lost our T1, but we kill her, and this is when they forfeit anyway. But if they hadn't forfeit there, we could have grouped once the minions came through and